All right, welcome to the Long Prairie Country Club. We're going to play the front nine today. Our group is me, Tori, and Dad in the second group on the day. 9 a.m. tee time. Um, yeah, first hole is a par five. I didn't remember the distance. It's about 480. I think that's what I put. And first shot of the day, no warm up here. I left of the fairway is bad. Anything left gives you a long way to the pin. That's what I did. Actually, I think I might have hit this tree right behind me that knocked it down, which would have helped because I actually crushed that drive. It should have been in those trees up further, but so a little 250 to the pin. Not trying to obviously get it up there, but hit my 4 iron, hit it well, and I ran it up pretty close to the green, probably 30 yards off. That's a good start, especially after not warming up. Just making a good shot. And so Tori had a tough hole on this first one. Put up a 10 spot, but then he comes back with he comes back with something good. You'll see. So here I've got that was my third. So here's my birdie putt. I have a birdie look on the first hole. Can't complain about that, and make a pretty decent roll at it.
Keep going, keep going.
And we'll tap that in for our par. So, all right, it was a good day today. It was a good day. I was striking it pretty well, but you'll see why it wasn't as good as it probably should have been as we go through this video. A second shot. Its camera made it look like I was trying to hit it there. I definitely wasn't. You can see how big the fairway is, and I pulled it. I usually play my cut where I cut it back in the middle of the fairway, and that one just went dead straight. So I've got this. I try to go over everything with my sand wedge, and it just went right into the tree. They got kind of a lucky break. It kicked back into the fairway. So I'm here about another 30 yards from the pin, and hit a nice little. Tried to stop it, but it rolled up past a little bit. And yeah, this putt was tough. I knew it was downhill, but I think the shadows probably made it seem less downhill than it was. You can see I just kind of barely tapped that and rolled way past. Here's Tori with a birdie putt. Put your drive.
Birdie putt.
Put your drive nice, probably 230 down the middle, and then you hit a 7 iron from like 140 and put it right there. And you can see me leave my bogey putt short, so I don't even finish it, but we're counting that. This is just, practice anyway. This isn't a full round. Here I bring out the 4 iron, 376. Anything right is terrible, so thick woods on each side, so I hit a nice 4 iron
Shot key.
right up the right side of the fairway. And that left me with 150 to the pin. I got my wedge out. And this is probably the right distance. I might have to go 90% swing here, which might have gotten in my head as to where this ball ended up. As you can see, it shoots out shoots out right, and was a little long too. But here I am, kind of a fun, challenging shot for me. I'm up on this kind of null over the green. And I remember this. It took a terrible bounce out of the rough. It actually didn't end up so bad. Can't go. It wasn't so bad, but it took a right bounce out of the rough, even though it should have kicked left. So, yeah, here's my putt for bogey here, and yeah, the alignment looks okay. I don't know. Don't laugh. So after a good start and a fairway hit there, I just wind up with a double bogey, and kind of similar hole here, 378 yard par 4, thick woods on either side. I elect the 4 iron, and I hit it pretty well. Kind of a slice, but I still found the fairway and ended up 165 with my 9 iron. I have out. It's a little bit of a uphill lie, so I'm gonna definitely try and not draw it in there, but obviously not hit a cut. I'm just gonna try and let the uphill lie do the draw work for me. And yeah, I struck this one a little. Maybe I didn't get all of it. It might have been a little off the toe. Could be my excuse, but it just caught that lip right before going onto the green. Caught the lip of the bunker and rolled back in. So kind of unlucky, but this is one of the best shots of my day. Tori liked it. Tori liked the little spin back,
Nice
put it on a
spin.
rope.
Yeah.
Left myself with this for a save on the 4th here. And I don't know. I was maybe scared from the last downhill putt that I had. That one was downhill and was definitely right to left, but wasn't what I was looking for, and I ended up with a bogey on that hole. And here was my only really bad tee shot of the day. All my irons were good. Other drives were pretty solid. This one actually wound up out of bounds. If I was playing a real round, I would not have played this. I'd have been hitting 3 from the tee box. But, we had already walked up there, so I was out of bounds. So we're just going to play it. Then this shot I missed because I had to film myself. Tor was on the other side of the green. I hit a little nice runner, and I just clipped it on that front edge, and it rolled up there. So this is for par asterisk because of that out of bounds shot. And you can see the wind starting to pick up a little bit, and I just slide that past. I know. It's right about here was I was starting to get the yips on the green, and I just once things don't start rolling for you, it's in your head, and it's just over and over and over and over and over again. Just the next putt, you're not going to hit. One of the better shots, or actually probably the best shot of the day for me. This is left to right wind, and I started left to the green and didn't really cut it so much, but I just kind of let the wind do the work for me. It landed right on top of the pin. I'm just stuck there, have a little 4 or 5 footer here for my birdie. Alignment looks decent here. Just skids past. But a nice easy par for me. 6 over on the day. Here we got a very, very, very manageable par 5, 450 yards only from the tips. And I roped this one into the wind, a little uphill too. And if the distance is right in the course, that's a 300-yard drive into the wind. So I'm like right at the 150 stake here. I got my pitching wedge out, and the pin. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like underlapping that tree. And I should have hit a draw, but I hit my kind of normal cut, and I started off too far right. So right of this bunker. Still only my 3rd shot though here on this par 5. And yeah, overall ball striking around the green play was good. It was just these sort of shots didn't fall for me today, and I do need to. I'm gonna make a mental note to fix my etiquette on the course. My body language is bad. So I got to just always be positive. This is a nice fun hole. Hole 8, 215-yard par 3. Had my 4 iron out, and I struck it clean, but I think that left to right wind kind of brought it back. I hit a decent chip here. I didn't read this so much right to left break on this chip. It's kind of rolled down that hill too much for me. And so here is for my par save. I wanted to stay 6 over throughout, and I missed that. Bogey tap in. The way I'm all right with this round. I'm pleased with it because I didn't have any par putts longer than 10 feet. So on every green, I was at least sitting closer than 10 for a par putt. So the potential to score well was definitely there. I just didn't. Hit my 6 iron. This is kind of a left dog leg. And didn't really know the distance on it, but I hit my 6 iron probably about 180, 190, and had 180 into the pin. Hit my 8 iron, hit it pretty well, a little thin, but that helped it roll up there. And so this is just to finish up the round. Hope you guys liked it. Like a little commentary. I'll try to keep the videos shorter from now on, but we're still working on it. So definitely had a lot of fun today. Sure. I hope, Tori, you have fun.
I had some fun, yeah. For sure.
Good. And always good to end it with a par. Well, hopefully next round we'll get some birdies in.